Welcome to Messy Bun Sisters Podcast.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is episode, I don't know. Dang it.
18.
Oops.
This is episode 18.
We did it.
I'm sorry. Our episode is now illegal adults in the United States. So thank you, episode, for keeping us a legal adult.
So last episode it was legal in Texas, right? Isn't that how it goes?
Listen, I don't know.
Okay. Well, now we're 18.
Yeah, and we can do whatever we want, mom and dad.
Well, us like on our own. Who's our mom and dad podcast? I don't know. Anyways.
We'll figure that out later.
Okay.
So Alyssa's really tired, full disclosure.
Yeah, can you tell my voice? Is that my voice? Is that my voice? Okay, sorry.
That is your voice. My voice sounds weird. Oh well. So how are you? How was your New Year's?
It was good.
What did you do?
We did the same thing for New Year's.
No one knows.
I know. I'm just saying we were together.
I know. I'm asking you. Okay, but here is the difference between you and I on New Year's.
I stayed up.
I got home at 1 a.m.
I got home at almost 5. And I'm the one with the baby.
I know.
And we woke up at 9:30 the next morning.
I woke up at like 11:30, 1:45 maybe.
The people that stayed, they woke up at like 12-ish, 11, 12. And they had breakfast at like 4.
What?
Yeah.
Well, tell the story. Tell where we were.
We went to our friends. They had like a Great Gatsby themed party, which is really cool. And like we should have done that next year when it's like the 20s, actually.
Yeah, in hindsight.
Yeah. But it was so fun. It's like, like the 1919 vibe. I don't know. Wait. Anyways. So it was cool. We all dressed up and like everybody went like real in on the dressing up part.
The only person who didn't go in was Kenny, our friend Kenny.
Oh yeah.
He
still had like a tuxedo thing.
He had a tuxedo sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
It was pretty rad. Good job, Kenny.
Yeah, he wasn't all the way fully submerged, but
I mean, we did not fireworks in the house. We
did
sparklers in the house. Okay.
The whole time I was like, are you sure? Like sparklers? And she was like, yeah, it's fine. I was like, okay, but like in the house.
I know, me too. I think I took a video. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this
and
at all.
Also, is it illegal to turn off your smoke alarms?
What are you talking about?
Is it?
I don't know. The alarms were on.
Yeah.
And there was a fog machine. There was a dance floor. Okay, there was that's what I'm saying.
There was a dance floor with a disco ball.
Yeah, no, it was like a disco ball with like lights and a poker table and lots of really cute like finger foods. Everyone went all out. It was really cool.
That was fun. I'm glad like whenever you have a theme party like that, I feel like everybody has to go in.
Trent was like, I'm not gonna wear anything. I was like, you better wear a blazer.
Birthday suit.
He went almost like with jeans.
He did wear jeans.
But like he almost just wore jeans and a button-up shirt. And I was like, no, like you need to wear like a blazer or your hat or something. And he did.
The hat worked. The hat really worked.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
So why'd you stay till 4:30?
We rung in the New Year. Because it was family. We were all together and hanging out. And David and I, we were like, we don't ever do like date nights or anything. So that kind of felt like a date night, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and we knew the baby was with my parents, so we knew he was like chill and had been asleep since like 8:30.
Well, if you ever want to have a date night at the Pearl and we'll watch Liam.
That'd be cool because actually we do have a coupon.
For where?
To the granary.
Oh.
Not a coupon. A gift card.
That sounded like something Mamo would say.
Yeah, we have a coupon.
I love Mamo. They made the best New Year's video ever.
Oh my gosh, it was so cute.
They sang Happy New Year's to you. I'll post.
If y'all want to watch it, yeah.
I'll post it on our Facebook and our Instagram stories maybe, but mostly on our Facebook. I know we said we weren't going to do Facebook, but
then you did it.
No, I didn't do it. So what happened was Instagram, if you have like a business Instagram, it will automatically create a business Facebook page.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't really pay attention to it much, honestly. Sorry if you like comment and post on there, but I'll post.
We should look on there because what if people put their reviews of the week on there?
You're right. Put your review of the week on there. Speaking of.
Well, look, let's do this week's
review of the week. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this. You're really tired, aren't you?
Yes. I was literally like asleep on this couch like 0.2 seconds ago.
And now you're like, the crowd goes by.
We talked about before we got here.
Crying.
I know, because I'm laughing. Like mom and dad were like, they wanted to come like do the podcast, and David's like, podcast in front of a live viewing audience. Oh, yeah.
They wanted to sit and watch us do it.
That would have been so funny.
Actually, our cousin, he's six. His name's Aroncito, and he wants to watch us. He goes, I want to watch you do your commercial.
Yeah, he was like, I saw you guys on TV.
Oh,
shout out Aron.
Oh, that was real loud.
Sorry.
Aron, hi.
We love you.
Okay, back to review
of the week. Yeah.
Okay. So this comes from Laura Hernandez, the one and only. Love the podcast. I learn a lot about you girls. You're so beautiful. Glad you featured your husband so people can know your other half. At David. Yes. Alyssa gets that from her dad.
Oh, about me asking for something right when he sits down.
Oh, really?
I guess dad does that to mom. It's funny.
Well, mom, she's learned never to sit
She
down.
never sits down now. That might be David. But I feel like that's me.
You don't sit down either. Alyssa, you were just like dead asleep here on this couch.
I know. When I'm at home, though, I don't sit down until like...
When I'm at home, all I do is sit down. And what I do, okay, so this is like legit what I do. So when I'm at home, and maybe this will be one of my resolutions. I don't know. So when I'm at home, and like for example, tomorrow, I know I have things to do, like to do laundry or do the dishes or whatever. So I have this app that, well, it's like a reminder app, kind of. And so I'll like make my list, and I'll be like, okay, so let's say it's noon. I'll say, okay, at 12:30, I'm going to do my dishes. And then at 1, I'll do the laundry. So if
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then at 3, I'll go to HEB.
But see, that's what's nice about working from home.
I'm saying like off days.
Oh.
Like, well, when I work, that's how I work too. I'm like from 9 to 9:30, I'm going to check my emails. From 9:30 to 10:30, I'm going to go through Salesforce. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But that's how I do my off days too, when I know I have stuff to do.
Yeah.
So if I finish early, like if I finish the dishes early, I'll just come
the rest of your time you sit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch Game of Thrones.
Oh my gosh. Tell the world how much you've watched.
What's today?
I don't know, the 4th?
No, like it's Friday.
Friday.
Excuse me. Okay, so where's my water? Did you take it away from me? Oh.
You gave it to him.
Okay, so it's Friday. I started episode 1, season 1, Game of Thrones Monday? When was New Year's Day? Tuesday. Okay, so it was New Year's Eve, Monday. I started Game of Thrones season 1, episode 1, and now it's Friday, and I'm on season 3, like episode 4.
That is insane.
But here's what I do.
Because you've watched it like twice already.
I have watched. All the way through. I've watched it all the way through like 5 times.
Whoa.
I know it's stupid, but I like really. It's like every time I watch something, I hear something different or notice something
there's
different.
So much information.
There's so much that goes on. I've actually read 2 of the books, and they're just so long, and there's a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, the way that I watch series, especially if I've watched it before, it's just on in the background while I'm like doing stuff. So I'll be like making dinner, and I'll have it on. You know what I mean? Because I kind of know what happens. But it's
just
like,
kind of listening.
Yeah, I'm like listening. Like if I take a bath, I'll like put it in and like have a bath.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Or like I'll only watch it in like, not in our room. Like I won't watch it in our room. Obviously, I'll just watch it like out when I'm doing outside.
Do all these things, before you have a kid.
Yeah. I'm 31. I've done a lot of things before.
I'm just saying, like, I realize I can't watch my shows as much anymore.
You can just like have it on in the background.
No, but I feel weird when I have like this real intense show on and I'm playing with Liam.
What do you mean?
If I'm like watching Game of Thrones and like we're playing, it like the vibe is not.
You have to watch Friends?
Yeah, we watch Friends all the time.
Oh my gosh.
That's our vibe.
Well, maybe I'll have a cool vibe with my kid where I can watch Game of Thrones and I can be playing with my kid.
I don't know. I just feel like it's weird.
So probably not by this season, like the first half of season 8, maybe the next half of season 8, I might have a kid.
Whoa.
And that's what happened on season 6, because we're about to hit in season 8. Or no,
7?
I know at the end of season 7, we were like, Alyssa, the next time we watch Game of Thrones together, you're going to have a baby.
Weird.
Don't you remember that?
No.
Okay.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Same with Westworld.
Weird.
I know. We're like, next time you're going to have a baby.
But was I pregnant already?
Huh?
I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You were pregnant last time Game of Thrones came out.
I know, but what you're saying is like now you're not pregnant.
Right.
And then you might get pregnant and have a baby in the time that it comes out.
So season 8's coming out in 2 chunks.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I know. Anyway.
That's not at all what we're talking about today. Like literally not at all.
No. How do we get to this?
Don't know.
Okay. We're sitting down and being like mom.
Yeah, for the review.
Thanks, Mom, for the review.
Okay, so tell us what we're talking about.
So we're going to give out hopefully some good tips and tricks on how to keep your New Year's resolution.
We're definitely not experts on the subject.
We're not, but I mean, at least, so I make a list typically of like at less than 10 that I make, and I always will like do one.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. It's like if you're going to, that they say that in sales too, like present at least 3 items and they're going to take away 1.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing when you're like selling stuff to yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, give yourself like
options.
Yeah.
So that just means that I was really into like one thing. I think we talked a little bit about my resolutions from last year.
There's a book that I want to read too, also called The One Thing. Like your brain cannot focus on multiple goals at the same time. Like it can't. Like it can, but what it's trying to say. I need to read the book, obviously. Like I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that the main thing about it is like if you have this set of goals, like say you have 10 goals, like put one goal that you're going to start at first. You can't try to achieve all the goals at the same time. You know what I mean? You can, but you'll be more successful if you choose the one.
Okay.
And then you focus in on that.
Okay. Yeah. So that's...
I need to read the book.
Yeah.
But that's essentially what it's saying.
Okay.
It's called The One Thing.
The One Thing. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what are your resolutions?
For this year?
For this year, 2019.
Okay.
The last of the teens.
What's funny, I know we talked about it a little bit last podcast, but my first one on the last podcast was to be more organized. So I feel like I did take some steps in being better about it, but I mean, obviously we still talked about like David and I have 4 junk drawers, so
it's
cleaning those out. Yeah.
Sounded like a dog bark.
That was weird. Okay, so number 1, be more organized. Number 2, pay off debt. And number 3, I want to do the whole 30 3 times.
Whoa.
Number 4, in the year.
You should do it 4 times. Once a quarter.
Maybe. At least 3 times.
Okay.
And then I want to be able to run a half marathon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then, yeah, we want to save some money too.
Did you ever run half marathons when you were in cheerleading?
No, never. We only had to do like Monday mile Monday. Just like 1 mile.
And how quick was your mile?
We had to do it like under 7 minutes or something crazy like that.
You ran a mile in less than 7 minutes. You were fast.
I think it was like my fastest time was like 7:32. I could never do it under 7.
That's good, Alyssa.
I know, but that was like 10 years ago.
I ran a mile in 13 minutes one time.
Good job.
One time.
The one time I ran a mile.
Yeah, honestly, I think I could if I
my gosh, but David looked up like novice marathon training, and the first weekend of your marathon training, you have to run 6 miles. I was like, but that's a full marathon. David said he could do it.
Okay, Alec's doing it, I think. Our brother.
Yeah. But Alec can run a lot.
Those are good. So if you had to choose one out of those, what would it be? Since you think about the one.
Well, I know we're going to pay off debt. Probably be more organized.
Yeah.
Because that's just not in my nature. So I have to like really force myself to focus on that.
It's in my nature. I'm a Virgo.
I'm like, go ahead.
I said it's in my nature because I'm a Virgo.
Oh, okay. What are your resolutions?
Read a new book every month.
The one thing.
But that's a listen/read.
I'm going to send that one to you then.
Right
I want to do that too.
Right now I'm listening to Little Women and it's awesome. My next one, which was also on last year's, is Eat Clean. I'm just going to actually here, give me that pen.
Then you should do the whole 30.
I'm going to do Eat Clean.
Oh my gosh. You should do the whole 30 with me.
Maybe I will.
Do three or 4 whole 30s.
Yeah, because what I just ate right now, that Chinese food, like,
was not a whole 30.
Was not. But I ate really good today. I don't know.
That's not how it works.
That's what happens. But that's what happens to me. It's like I eat. Are you okay?
My nose is running.
Ew, don't let everyone see inside your nostrils.
Trying to stop it from running.
Someone get her a tissue. David.
What if the baby's asleep?
Well, it's too bad. Your nose is running. This podcast for 2019 is already a disaster. Okay, what did I say?
Eat cleaner.
But Alyssa needs a tissue. We were talking about something and I was on a roll.
Eat cleaner, doing whole 30. Last night today you had.
Oh, so that's what happens.
You counteract.
I will like eat I'll have like avocado toast in the morning, or I'll have like eggs and like turkey sausage, and then for lunch I'll like have a salad, or like I'll have like chicken and Brussels sprouts, and then for dinner I'm like chips and pizza and Chinese food and thanks David for throwing Alyssa that tissue. But then I'll have like all sorts of junk food, and I don't like mean to. Y'all, this is real stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff, raw stuff. I'm gonna pee my pants.
I should have gone off air for that.
Gross. Where are you gonna put that? On my coffee table? Oh, not on my couch. On your blanket. Yeah. No. There you go. So everyone can look at it. Okay. Gross.
I have to.
Okay. My next year's resolution is to be Huga.
Nice.
And that just means I actually posted about it on my personal Instagram. When was it? A couple days ago.
The Lauren D. Garcia.
At the Lauren D. Garcia. So for those of you who don't know what Huga means, a real quick like overview, I guess, of Huga.
You mean to grab the book?
I got it. It's just to be more grateful, be present, treat yourself, ditch drama, set a cozy mood, get comfy, create a safe space, and build relationships. So I love Huga.
This is very cozy.
Yeah, this whole area. If the light wasn't so white, like if it was more like a yellowy, but that's not good for like YouTube and stuff. Like it's good for
Huga.
like life. Yeah. So like an ideal spot would be a fireplace. And then my last New Year's resolution is to keep my houseplants alive.
Nice.
So we bought a mother-in-law's tongue. I think that's called a monster plant, monsterista, something like that.
I like that one.
And a fiddle leaf. Fig. How'd you know?
Because I want one. I've been wanting one for like years.
Really? There was only like $15.
Yeah, I want one. I want a tree though.
Well, it'll eventually grow into a tree.
I need to get it then.
But it's a house inside plant only.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay. So
I've literally been wanting one for years.
Why don't you just go get one?
Okay.
That's another, write it down, resolution.
It's a resolution. I'm putting it on my things to do.
Put it on. So I have these three plants that I want to keep alive. I've named them the fiddle fig.
Fiddle leaf fig.
Fiddle leaf fig. His name is Oswald. I talk to him every morning. The next one,
that's probably why that one leaf sprouted so fast.
Yeah, that other one is Felix, the monstera. And my mother-in-law's tongue is Imogene.
Yep.
So I talk to them every day. I'm like, good morning, Felix. Be more like your brother. He sprouted a leaf. Where are your leaves at?
You're so weird.
And I told my friend, I was like, I named my plants. I need a baby.
Yeah. Seriously.
My plants have names. Anyway, so those are my New Year's resolutions.
Get this woman a child. What?
Okay. Well, what are your suggestions on how to like keep your New Year's resolutions? Like, what are your tips and tricks?
So far, okay, I've looked up a couple of things because this is what I thought was funny is, this was like, I looked up statistics for last year's resolutions, like what people were saying.
Where do they get these numbers from?
I don't know. Probably these surveys that I do that give you like 10 cents a survey. Anyways.
What? You do surveys that do 10 cents a survey?
I stopped doing it, but I wanted to.
That's just like $1 for 10 surveys.
Yeah. You can get paid. I have like 4 apps downloaded, but then I stopped because David's like, all of your information is there. I'm like, it's already there.
Have all your information. Like, does it matter?
Okay. So anyways, so it's save money. That's about 53% of people said they want to save money, which is one of the things I want to do. Lose weight or get in shape. Again, another thing I want to do. 45%. Have more sex is 25%.
That was on last year's.
Whose?
Mine, but I didn't want to say it.
Lauren! You just said it.
But if it's on, if everyone's saying it.
Okay. Travel more, 24%. Read more books, 23%. That's you.
That's just once a month, not like.
Learn a new skill or hobby, 22%.
That's mine that I always do.
Okay. Buy a house, 21%. Quit smoking, 16%. Find love, 15%.
Aw, that can't be a resolution to find love. It just happens.
It is. For some people, it is.
But you can't change yourself to find love.
I know, isn't that weird? Anyways, okay, and then I looked up this other thing that said what you should do instead of making New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
Because your list probably looks something like that, like get fit, eat healthier, quit smoking, enjoy life, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So it says change what you say when you talk to yourself. Okay. The brain simply believes what you tell it most. Dude. And what you tell it about you, it will create. It has no choice.
Yes.
So I am skinny. So I started doing this because, and we've talked about this before, the last 90 days, Rachel Hollis, all that stuff. She talks about this too. And she says, like, when she would write down goals, she wouldn't say like, I want to do this or I eventually want to do that. She's like, you need to trick your brain, like change the way you talk to yourself and say like, I am this. Yeah. So I write down like, we are debt free. Yeah. I write down like, I am a patient and present mom. Yeah. I am an exceptional wife, like stuff like that. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So I write down like all these different goals that I have, but in like a present tense, because that's what they said. It's like, that's how you need to create your life, the life that you want.
Writing down them every day is huge.
Yeah. It's hard to write it down every day, but
honestly, like that's the one thing that I kept with 90 days
is writing down the grateful.
Yeah,
me too.
Like I don't wake up in the morning early.
No,
like,
you don't.
Like I don't like drink enough water, which I need to because I can feel my body craving it and my face is like, give me this water.
Yeah.
What all the other things, I don't do that. But what I do is I get up in the morning and before I like open my computer, I'll write down what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
Like I do.
It helps.
Yeah.
It helps. Yeah. I do that too.
Yeah.
So
today was Liam. And then next was coffee and then Trent.
That's sweet. Yeah. So yeah, it's like
I just spit on you.
Ew, I didn't see that.
I saw it. I wonder if the video caught it.
That'd be funny. Okay, so another thing to do instead of making resolutions is realize willpower is not enough. You cannot change your future, but you can change your habits, and surely your habits will change your future. Mm-hmm. So about that,
but don't you have to have willpower to change your habits?
I think so, for sure. I don't know why that, but this is just from this article. Mm-hmm. And so I was saying, like for me to be more organized, actually, I feel like because doing 90 days, I've been waking up earlier.
Yeah.
Like maybe not during the holiday week, like not between Christmas and New Year's, but these last couple of days, David and I have been waking up like super early.
Oh, yeah.
So it helps. It just gives me more time in the day.
Yeah. And
like there's not enough time in the day. That. Yeah, I definitely need it.
Yeah. David today was like, you should wake up at 6:30 to me. I was like, no. Why?
But you probably don't need it. Like we need time away, like by ourselves. Yeah. And so it really helps.
I mean, today even Trent came in and I was working and he was like, I'm glad you're here every day.
I know. That's sweet.
So, I mean, we have plenty of time together.
Okay. And then it says, stop making goals, start making plans. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Oh, another way like that I've said that is like
a wish your heart makes.
Yes. Okay. So, I think that's smart too, because like you can't just like wish for the things, like you have to like actually make a plan.
Right. That's interesting. So I wonder if like writing down a plan. Okay, so I know sometimes it's so like people are like, go in front of your mirror and say like, I am this and I am that. Some people it's like
I can't do that.
Me neither. Like I need to like write it down. I think that's my biggest tip for keeping your resolutions
is writing them down.
Every day. And I like that what you did. Like I am this, I am that.
Yeah.
That's like really encouraging, I think.
Yeah, like in present tense.
Yeah, help you. Or maybe you can say, process. I will find my love this year.
Or like
I have my love.
Yeah.
Maybe your love is yourself.
But
maybe you're the love of your life.
I think that's actually really important though, to love yourself before you find love.
Right. And you know what Ariana Grande says?
Oh my God, what?
In her song, Thank You Next.
What?
She says something about how she's in a relationship with herself. And she's so good with that.
Okay.
Anyway.
Cool, Ariana. Thanks.
Thanks, Ariana. I know you had a rough year, girl, but.
Oh my gosh. You're obsessed. Okay. I love you. Number 4, this last one is make time matter. The trouble is you think you have time. I don't know what that means. There are not enough hours in a day.
You just said that.
Oh.
I mean, you do have time.
Yeah, I think that's what that's saying is like you actually do have time.
Yeah, you have a lot of time.
Yeah. Maybe
they mean time is like life, but life can be long if you make it long.
Yeah. I agree. I think it was good.
Why did you pick these?
Because I need to be more organized. I just said like that
seems like your main one. Like
I know. And what I did, this is something that I actually made a plan and I'm actually going to start implementing. And it's going to be, I hope that this works because we are going to try to put our house up on the market this year. I did oh my gosh, what is the book called? I just looked it up. The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's another book that I was going to read. that I read. I read the second book because I was rubbing my
nose.
Oh. And it's like the life-changing magic of not giving an F.
Also, I already read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F.
Okay, but it's funny because it's a play off the life-changing magic of tidying up. Anyway, so the life-changing magic of tidying up, it's this Japanese woman, and she pretty much, there's a show on Netflix. So I started watching the show, and she pretty much does her whole like plan on how she does it. Mm-hmm. She says everything is like a bean, not a bean. It's not like Scientology stuff, but
let's talk about some Scientology stuff because I'm
next podcast
obsessed with that right now.
So she's like, you take all of your stuff, everything. So you start with clothes. So I did this yesterday. I got all of my clothes and I put it on a pile on my bed. And then individually you go through each thing and you pick it up and you say like, does this spark joy? If it sparks joy, you keep it. If it does not, you give it away or you throw it away, whatever.
All my clothes spark joy.
You have to go through every single one though. That's the point. It's like when you put everything on a big pile and you realize, oh my gosh, I have so much crap.
Yeah.
Then you can go through and be like, okay, I really don't need this. I don't need that.
Okay, here's the thing is when we moved to New York,
you've already purged a ton of stuff.
So when we moved back to San Antonio, I had to literally get rid. So I had like maybe 6 or 7 like tote bags I had just full of clothes. And Trent was like, you need to get rid of 3 of these. And so like from the purge initially moving to New York.
I'm not telling you to do that. This is what I'm doing.
I know. I'm saying it's awesome.
Yeah. Y'all have already purged and like have more of a minimalistic life. I need to do that.
David needs to do that.
Yeah. I told him that. Because it's funny now looking at my side of the closet versus his.
Yeah.
It's like the top, he has like all these stacks and like his whole thing is filled. And I have like this little corner and like one little stack.
Are they all black?
Mostly. Half.
I love having black clothes.
Yeah. I think I want to make like capsule wardrobe where I like have a theme, like a color theme.
I do that now.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay. Well, you're more organized. Blah.
I'm Virgo.
So I'm going to do that with like every room in my house.
It's funny that when our friend was telling us about his friend and about how she was organized, I was like, oh, she's a Virgo.
Like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, okay. So what are
I'm also doing the Whole 30 now. I already started it.
This so that's like going to help me be healthy. 8th time you've said that. Hey, Ellis, are you doing the Whole 30?
Oh, my God. You're asking me about my plans. Oh my Shut up.
Alyssa, her nose is chirping.
I think the video is over. You don't have to tell people. I told you it was running.
Okay. So
this podcast is over.
No. Okay, speaking of the podcast, what are your expectations and goals for 2019 for the podcast?
I think that I would like to do more interviews.
Yeah. I like doing interviews.
Yeah. I haven't even thought about this. I would like to do more interviews, and I think it would be cool if we could do more like even more like business type stuff.
Yeah.
And do more like in the community.
Ooh.
I want to do more in the community. As Messy Bun Sisters.
I like that. We'll talk about that.
What's yours?
I just wanted to get kind of like more presents.
Presents?
Like not presents like gifts. Presents. PRENS.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The Lord's presence.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny.
All right. Yeah. I think that's really great. I like that. Doing more in the city and like it really I want to like expand our brand and do as much as we can to like, I don't know, help the city. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If y'all want to help us, actually, let's talk about that real quick. Like we've been doing the podcast. We talk about this, or we talked about it quite a bit. Is we have that Patreon account.
Yeah.
So if y'all would like to help us and see us do more and do more podcasts and interviews and stuff like that, you can go to Patreon
and look at Messy Bun Sisters podcast. and be a contributor.
That'd be great.
All
Love you guys.
Happy 2019. We'll keep you
hope is not a strategy.
Hope is not a strategy, but it's what kept the rebels from fighting the rebellion and Star Wars.
Like us, subscribe to us, share us. Bye.
Bye.